Alright guys, today I'm going to go over the 1.4 solutions. So, without further ado, if we look at the first one, I've got the absolute value of m plus 3 is equal to 7. And since I have the absolute value, I've got this absolute value, I'll call it ABS, absolute value, and then a constant, right? Here I've got 7. Then I can split it. And the way I'm going to split it is m plus 3 equals 7, and then I'm going to do m plus 3 equals the opposite of 7, which is negative 7. Now I have two equations that I can solve, and so on the first one I'm going to get rid of this positive 3 by minusing 3, and I'm going to get minus 3 from both sides of that equal sign. So I'm going to go minus 3, that gives me m is equal to 4, so that should be one of my solutions. And the next one I'm going to minus 3, that gives me m is equal to negative 10. So now we can answer the first question, which is what are the solutions. So I think I can just circle it. So there's negative 10 and positive 4. Let's see if positive 4 is over here. If you were to graph this, you would have positive 4 here. You would have negative 10 here. And then if we wanted to pick the middle, I don't think you had to, but if we wanted to pick the middle, 10 plus 4 is 14, so 7. So I'd go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So here is my middle at negative 3. Let's look at the next one. So same thing again. This time I've got q minus 8 in absolute value is equal to 14. So this one, remember, I've got my absolute value is equal to a constant, right? So that in this case it's 14. Now I can split it. So that would be q minus 8 equals 14. And I'm going to have q minus 8 equals the opposite of this, which would be negative 14. Now I can solve it. I'm going to add 8. This gives me q is equal to 14 plus 8 is going to be 22. And over here we would add 8. We would get q is equal to negative 6. So the first part is, let's answer our questions. We've got positive 22 and negative 6. When we go to graph this, we'd have negative 6. It looks like it's going by 2s, so we want to be careful of that. There's negative 6. Positive 22 is here. From 22 to negative 6 is 28, so we would have to go 14. Now, to find the middle, now remember they're going by 2s. So if I go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, looks like my middle is 8. Let's look at the next one. On this one, I've got an absolute value equals 15, so I can split it right away. I'm going to go negative 3d is equal to 15, and negative 3d is equal to the opposite of 15, which would be negative 15. Now, instead of multiplying, if we look here, instead of multiplying by negative 3, I'm going to do the inverse, which is dividing by negative 3. So that's going to give me d is equal to negative 5. Over here, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to divide by negative 3. That's going to give me d is equal to negative 15 divided by negative 3, and negative divided by negative is positive. Positive 5. So we go to graph this. Well, let's answer first. Here's negative 5, and where's positive 5? There we go. And we go to graph this. We're going to be here, negative 5, here at positive 5. And if we wanted to find the middle, this one's really easy because the middle is 0. Alright, let's go to the next one. Here we have the absolute value of 4b minus 5 is equal to 19. So we're going to have 4b minus 5 is equal to 19. And we're going to have 4b minus 5 is equal to negative 19. I'm going to start with this one on the left first. I'm going to add 5 to both sides. That's going to give me 4b is equal to negative 14. Divide both sides by 4. B is equal to, and I don't think they have fractions. They don't have any fractions up there, but let's turn it into a fraction first. That would be 3. So that would be 3, which would give us 2/4. So that's the same as a half. So one of my answers is negative 3.5. So I'm going to circle that. Let's see, negative 3.5. The other one I'm going to add 5, add 5. That gives me 4b is equal to 24. Divide by 4. B is equal to 6. Where is my 6? There it is. What would this look like if you graphed it? Negative 3.5 would be right there. Positive 6 would be here. So now if I added 6 and 3.5, that would give me 9.5 divided by 2. The middle on this one is going to be kind of wonky, but 9.5 divided by 2 is 4.75. So if we wanted to mark the middle, we would go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 0.75 would put us right in between, about right there. So that's where our middle would be. All right, on example 20, I've got the absolute value of x minus 1 plus 5 is equal to 2. So I'm going to start out by getting rid of this plus 5. I'm going to minus 5 from both sides. I get the absolute value of x minus 1 is equal to negative 3. Now, I'm going to stop right there, and I'm going to ask you a question. Can the absolute value of anything be negative 3? Can the absolute value of anything end up being negative? The absolute value, our solution for absolute value, is always positive. So it cannot be negative 3. This one is a no solution. Exercise 21, I've got negative 4, absolute value of 8 minus 5n is equal to 13. Now, we're going to do the inverse of multiplying by negative 4. We're going to divide both sides by negative 4. That's going to give me the absolute value of 8 minus 5n. It's going to be equal to negative 4 goes into 13, 3.25. Now, just like the last one, can the absolute value ever equal negative? The absolute value can never be negative. It's always going to give you a positive because it's a distance to 0. So because we can't have the negative part, this one is, again, no solution. All right, we've got one here that looks really long. This is going to be a 2-step. I've got 9, absolute value of 4p plus 2 plus 8 equals 35. First thing we're going to do is we're going to look for addition or subtraction. So we're going to get rid of this plus 8. I'm going to minus 8 from both sides. That's going to give me 9, absolute value 4p plus 2, close the absolute value, is equal to 35 minus 8 is 27. Now, instead of multiplying by 9, we're going to take our attention here. Instead of multiplying by 9, we're going to do the inverse. We're going to divide both sides by 9 on both sides. Now I've got absolute value of 4p plus 2 is equal to 27 divided by 9 is 3. Now I'm going to split it. So I'm going to make some room here. Alright, so I'm going to split it. Here is 1. 4p plus 2 equals 3. 4p plus 2 equals the opposite of 3, so that's negative 3. I'm going to minus 2. Minus 2. 4p is equal to 1. And then, instead of multiplying by 4, I'm going to divide by 4. So we get p equals 1/4. And hopefully that's an option up here. There it is. P equals 1/4. And now over here I'm going to minus 2. Minus 2, I get 4p is equal to negative 5. Divide both sides by 4. P is equal to negative 5 fourths. Do we have a negative 5 fourths up here somewhere? There we go. So now, if I'm going to graph this, I'm going to go negative 1/4, 2 fourths, 3 fourths, 1, 2, 3, 4 fourths, negative 5 fourths. So there's one side. The other place is 1/4. Now, how many steps are in between those? There are 6. So that means to find the middle, you would go 1, 2, 3. So our middle is actually a half. Alright, so for 25, it says the distance from the Earth to the Sun is 91.4 million miles. The maximum distance is 94.5 million miles. Represent these two distances on a number line. So we've got the distance from the Earth to the Sun is 91.4 million miles. So we're going to go 91.4. So right here we should go and put a closed circle. Right? Alright. Then the maximum distance is 94.5. So that would be right there. And now because this is a range, we would have a line in between them. So between the minimum and the maximum should be closed circles on both ends. Write the absolute value. So now, if you remember from the notes how to do this, we have to find the middle, and we have to find the distance. So it's going to start out with x minus the middle. So if on my calculator I do 91.5, or rather 94.5, excuse me, and I'm going to subtract 91.5. There's 3 in between there, right? And so 3 divided by 2 is 1.5. So this would give me a half, and this would give me 1, and this would give me 1.5. So our middle is 93. So this is going to be x minus 93 is equal to, and then the distance on each half. The distance on each half we just said was 1.5. So this should be our absolute value equation. The last one, 26. The shoulder heights of the shortest and tallest miniature poodles are shown. Represent these heights in inches on a number line. So we're going to go from 10 all the way to 15. And they can be in between there, right? So first thing that we need to do is find the middle. So if you do 15 minus 10, that's 5, and half of that is 2.5, right? So we're going to go 1, 2.5. So directly in the middle between 12 and 13 is 12.5. So we're going to start out with the absolute value of x minus 12.5 is equal to, and the distance on one side was 1, 2.5. Alright, and those are the solutions for the homework.